window capture went away, huh? What up, what up, what up? Oh, shit. I thought I was feeling better. I think my voice sounds a little worse, though, to be honest, now that I'm hearing myself talk. We gotta do this. That has to stay there. This has to stay over here. Sorry. Little housekeeping. Housekeeping. What the hell? Oh my god, I got a cat climbing on me. What's up, people? Why is... Bro. Everything's going haywire. Why is that on the screen? Window capture. Where? Why? There it is. What the f is going on, man? What the f is going on? All right, there. I think it's set. There, I think that should be good. We got the score and the stats and all that stuff. We're watching the NBA Finals. What's up? Thanks for coming through again. Justin Kemp says, "Go Rocks." I have no idea what that means. Brian, I think OKC wants the center from Duke. You think so? Why? Makes you say that? Was there a new report? OKC is in the finals and still looking to trade into the lottery? Well, they still have a lot of draft picks too. I mean, they might as well, you know. Also, because it's going to get to the point where some of these guys are going to get paid and they're not going to be able to pay the price. You know what I'm saying? All right, game's about to start. Now, I put a delay on my score. I want to see if that worked. No, it didn't. The Thunder are up 2-0 already, and it's not on my screen. I want the score to update a lot later than it is. And so I have to keep putting these render delays on it in OBS. And apparently that uses a lot of VRAM, so my PC might explode. But you'll all be here to witness it. All right. Yeah, thanks for being here, people. Thanks for coming through. Game 2. Siakam for 3. Splash. Indiana up 3-2. And we gotta add a couple more delays on here. See if we can get it to where we want it, man. For those that don't know, if you were in a stream earlier, I was trying to get a live scoreboard up on a 37-second delay. So what I was doing was I was streaming the scoreboard and then I was window capturing the stream into this stream. And I accidentally made it public and people came in the stream and were like, what's going on here? But that stream has 175 views and it was an accident. So that's pretty sick to know that I can get 175 views by accident on something that's not even a real thing. We're still ahead on the scoreboard. We're almost there. Nemhard hit a 2. Wallace for 3. That's off the rim. You can only delay a window capture by a half a second at a time on OBS, which I don't know. Make it make sense. I have no idea. Miles Turner turns it over. We're almost there. Hey, thank you guys for hanging out. 55 people in here. Turner saves it in the backcourt. Nembhard top of the key. Nembhard mid-range. That's off. Lou Dort for 3 again. He was on fire last game. Yeah, this delay thing I'm trying to use is going to crash the whole program. Now I'm getting lag on my stream. Now I'm getting lag on my live game. That's not good. Stream's lagging. I think I broke the stream. I think I broke it. I still don't know what Go Rocks means. If someone could explain that to me, that'd be cool. Seven to 5. Oh man, I broke it, dude. So you can't add a bunch of render delays in OBS because it will jack up the stream. All right. Well, it was worth a try. The score will just be ahead of me watching the game. It is what it is. I don't know. I don't have a solution. For those that don't know, I got copyright infringement for screen recording the live scoreboard during a Sixers game and got suspended from live streaming on YouTube for 90 days. So that's no longer an option. SGA in the corner. Damn, man. That dude can do everything, can he? That dude can do everything, man. He can even catch and shoot in the corner. Andrew Nembhard for 3. Splash. It's an old school shootout. OKC doesn't need a center. Sure they do. Why not? You can always use another center, man. If OKC can go get Maluach, they're doing it. Speaking of Chet Holmgren, he just turned it over. Dribbled it off his own foot. Three turnovers already for the Thunder. Maybe they'll match what Indiana did last game with 19 first half turnovers. Nembhard gets Wallace to jump on a pump fake. and gets a foul call. What's up, people? Thanks for coming through. Hit me up in the chat if you're new, man. These watch-alongs are brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook. Sixers fans, we may never be in the NBA Finals, but we're still getting in on the action. The MVP of the league, SGA, versus the most clutch player in the playoffs this year, Tyrese Halliburton. I'm hype, and that's why I've teamed up with DraftKings to make this moment even bigger. Right now, new customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll score $300 in bonus bets. That's right, bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use my promo code RUNITBACK when you sign up. Want more? Drop those bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at a massive payout by combining bets from the same game, or feel the rush with live betting. Wager on the action as it unfolds. If sports betting isn't in your state yet, check out DraftKings Pick 6 for a chance to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use promo code RUNITBACK. Bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. The court is calling and the crown is yours. Yeah. I mean, what's your guys' prediction for this one, man? What's your guys' prediction for this one? LeBron James is back in the chat after a 24-hour suspension for saying weird stuff. It's all right, bro. We'll give you another chance here. We'll give you another chance, man. Let's just keep it sports. You know what I'm saying? Brian, this is probably a must-win for OKC. If OKC goes down 0-2, oh yeah, I would also agree this is a must-win. But they have so much firepower that it's like, I don't know. OKC is probably one of those teams that I wouldn't count out at all. You know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be shocked if this game right here is a beatdown. What did they do? When did they blow out? They blew someone out in the Western Conference Finals game too, right? By like 40 or 50, or was that against Denver in the second round? I guess that was against Denver in the second round. But yeah, they're the type of team that can do that. They're the type of team that can definitely do that. I still don't know what Go Rocks means. Vlad, what's going on, man? Shout out to the members in the chat. Josu, big fan of the channel, but I've been so tapped out of the Sixers, I thought this was for a Sixers game. You thought the Sixers were in the NBA Finals? Or you just completely stopped paying attention to basketball and then you thought the Sixers were playing a game in on June 8th? Maybe a summer league game, something like that, maybe you thought? That's probably the first week of July, I think. No, I didn't ban you because you called me out on your take. I banned you because you asked me what my opinion on gooning is. You see what I mean? Keep it sports. Don't act like a 9-year-old. SGA bringing it up. Thunder up 1. SGA baseline jumper. He gets a foul call. Halliburton disagrees with that. Rich boy Pacers in 6. Let's see if this was a foul. Oh, they actually showed the replay. He got Neesmith to Did he get knees? Oh, that's a terrible foul. Why did you reach like that? You didn't jump on the pump fake. 2 or 3 pump fakes, he didn't jump, and then he just slapped him on the elbow. Halliburton needs a quicker start, man. He was basically a no-show until the last couple of buckets last game. And, yeah, he won the game for him on those shots. But Pacers need him to be much more effective throughout the entire game. There he draws a blocking foul on Lou Dort. No shot. No shot, the ref says. Nice little hezzy drive left. Lou Dort with the football shoulder check. Halliburton with 6 on the shot clock. Nembhard turns it over. SGA left side. Drives past Turner, past Nembhard. Tries to dish it to Cason Wallace for some reason. He's on the floor. And they call it out of bounds on Nembhard. That was an odd play. Pacers are doing a good job of flying all over the place and rotating on SGA. He drove past 2 players and still got rid of the ball. Halliburton calling people box score watchers when the guy is only consistent when it's clutch time. Well, I mean, isn't that exactly why he's calling people box score watchers? That's the exact reason he called people box score watchers. Because people clown him for efficiency or having a bad 3 quarters and only a good fourth or whatever else. He's like, we won the game. I made the game-winning shot. People are still talking negative because they are box score watching. That's funny. It's funny that you said it that way because that's exactly why he said that. Obi Toppin, another foul here. This one on Alex Caruso. I would argue the Pacers' entire play style only works because of the ball movement. No way you're getting 5 heads to play that hard every single play on offense and defense otherwise. Well, yeah, I mean, to get 7 players in double figures, you got to be moving the ball. If you don't move the ball, 7 players don't get in double figures. I agree with that. I don't think that's really a take, though. I think that's kind of obvious. 16-14. Turner for 3. Off the front of the rim. Oh, Caruso tried to draw a foul there. He threw his arms up. And they called it out on Indiana. Turner saying it went off of Caruso. Maybe they challenge. Do we get a first quarter challenge here? Matherin. I always call him Neesmith, man. I always call him Neesmith. It's Matherin. The Neesmith is a different guy. Hartenstein goes hard to the cup and draws a foul. Who's better, Yabu or Obi? I don't really know the answer to that. I mean, I'm shout out to Obi Toppin for becoming a player becoming an impactful player, you know, because another guy that was in New York and wasn't really developed yet. Did the Knicks draft him? I'm pretty sure the Knicks drafted him, right? So you could look at the Knicks and be like, hey, you guys jumped the gun, you know? Maybe you should have held on to Quentin Grimes and Obi Toppin. And Obi Toppin hits a 3, speaking of which. Yeah, maybe they should have held on to Quentin Grimes and Obi Toppin, man. SGA trying to... I see what you're doing, bro. He felt the hand on his chest and he tries to throw up a shot. Didn't get the call. Obi Toppin drives lefty layup, blocked by Chet Holmgren. Knicks got Obi Toppin from the Clippers? Really? Thought they drafted him. Who drafted Obi Toppin? Oh, you're talking about Hartenstein. Yeah, the Knicks drafted Obi Toppin. Hartenstein they got from the Clippers. I couldn't have told you who drafted Hartenstein. I do know who drafted Hartenstein, know which GM drafted Hartenstein. Wait a minute. Hartenstein was drafted by the Rockets, and it was Daryl Morey. It was Daryl Morey who drafted Isaiah Hartenstein. And then Isaiah Hartenstein, a couple years later, destroys the 76ers in a playoff series with the damn 9-foot floater who Daryl Morey drafted. That's pretty wild. Sixers offense, no way you're getting 5 guys that set screens, cut and run actions for 48 minutes a night because they don't move the ball like that. Yeah, but isn't that a product of your roster? You know what I'm saying? Don't you move the ball more because you don't have players that should have the ball that much? You know, like when you have less superstars, right? Don't you move the ball more because there's not as many go-to guys? And when you have a team where there's a couple of go-to guys, the ball doesn't move as much. Like you could, I would agree. You would probably agree that OKC doesn't move the ball as much as Indiana, or maybe they do. That's almost the same structured team. I wouldn't put Halliburton on SGA's level overall. But I mean, yeah, when you have Joel Embiid and Tyrese Maxey, they're gonna have the ball a lot. You know what I mean? I don't know. Does that make sense? Like it's one or the other. You don't just randomly move the ball more. I think you have less go-to scorers, you move the ball more. You have more go-to scorers, you don't move the ball as much. You think Halliburton's on SGA's level? Come on, man. Halliburton's nice, and he's getting it done in the clutch, but it's not like over the course of a whole season people are talking about Tyrese Halliburton as an MVP. Damn. You would say Halliburton is a Jason Tatum type player. I don't know, man. I don't like that comparison. They don't play anything alike. I feel like Tyrese Halliburton is who the 76ers thought Michael Carter Williams was. Hartenstein, top of the key. Hand off to SGA. Isaiah Joe for 3. In and out. Halliburton for 3. Splash. There we go. We're talking trash on Halliburton, and he starts cooking. Isaiah Joe, backdoor up and under finish. I used to tell Doc Rivers all the time, this guy can score, man. He can handle the rock. He can finish at the rim. And the Sixers just wouldn't put him on the floor. Halliburton turnaround. Missed it. Chet Holmgren for 3. Bang. I think the Pacers are an anomaly, man. It's like a team, a deep team with no real superstars doesn't usually make it this far. Like, you know what I mean? Let's not act like this is now suddenly a common thing or the recipe for success. This is very rare. Nembhard for 3. East is a joke, you said? Well, how is the West not a joke? The Pacers would have beat the Nuggets. They would have beat the Timberwolves. Why does everybody always act like the West is so strong? Thomas Bryant. Yo, I always want to call Thomas Bryant Henry Sims. Who remembers Henry Sims, man? SGA. Back of the rim. Here's the great white hope, TJ McConnell running the floor. Kicks it over to Neesmith. Chet Holmgren is fouled on the rebound. Probably Lakers fans. Exactly. Indiana would have beat the Lakers. They would have beat the Warriors. I think they're just a really deep, strong team that is hard to stop because they got, like you said, 7 guys in double figures, man. It's just not a common recipe in the NBA. Maybe it will be. Maybe it is the new recipe, man. Chet for 3 again. Back-to-back threes for Chet Holmgren. It is 24-20. (24-20). TJ McConnell. Double cross. Midi. Oh, God. TJ McConnell with the tween hezzy. SGA left side. Little push off. Step back 3. Missed it. Oh, why'd TJ try to save that, man? Should have let that go out of bounds. Should have let that go, TJ. Henry Sims, the floor-stretching stiff from Georgetown. I always want to call Thomas Bryant Henry Sims. (26-27 seconds left in the first quarter. Nembhard, is this a OKC zone? Siakam for 3 at the buzzer. Did he hold the ball too long? He hit the shot. He held it too long. What the hell, bro? How you not know that there's no time on the clock? Chet Holmgren is cooking in this first quarter, man. 2 threes from the left wing. Couple of big rebounds. A nice take. Nice drive and finish. Chet Holmgren cooking a little bit, man. Y'all got Indiana winning this series? It sounds like you do, man. Sounds like you guys are believing in Indiana to win this series. Mal says OKC in 6. Muhammad Pacers in 6. I think it goes 7, man. I think it goes 7. Indiana will win. Stop disrespecting, please. Yeah, sorry for giving my opinion, bro. I will stop disrespecting, I promise. I will, from now on, I will talk to you about how amazing the Indiana Pacers are and how they're never going to lose another game. $87 people in the stream. Do me a favor, hit the like button, man. Close out the chat, hit that like button one time. That would be greatly appreciated. That helps push this stream through the algorithm. And we get more and more people in here, man. Whoever wins game 4 will win the series. Interesting. Which team is more talented? Please answer. OKC. Well, hold on. Hold on now. It's OKC, but it's not as far of a gap as people think. I'll take SGA over Hallie, even though I like what Halliburton does. Right? Jalen Williams, and Nembhard. Who are we taking? I'll probably take Jalen Williams. You know. Chet and Miles Turner. I'm taking Chet. Yeah, then they got Dort and Caruso. OKC's more talented. Indy's more talented in the last 3 minutes. Facts. Siakam over J-Dub and Evan Turner right now over Chet. That's the thing. Chet's still young, right? 22? Is he 22? Is he even 22? How old is Chet Holmgren? He's 23. Just turned 23 in May 1st. $26-20. Here's some SGA-less minutes for OKC. Aaron Wiggins, man, he was great last game. Comes in off the bench and gets a tough bucket right away. Aaron Wiggins, man. Another player that OKC brings in and just does good work. Are they just coached that well? TJ McConnell, corner 3. I'd rather watch paint dry. Oh, he hit it. Wow. TJ McConnell, corner 3. That's not something you see every day. Then he tries to draw a charge on a Jalen Williams drive and gets called for a blocking foul and 1. OKC up 7, about to be 8. What a terrible charge attempt. Yeah, you got just wait till Indy makes their sacrifices at halftime. Yeah, we gotta. The Indiana's formula is they got to be down by 15 at least to cut, and then they come back and win. They don't just outright win. They have to go down before they come back up. You know. Mathurin jumper, thought he got fouled, no call. Caruso running a fast break. Blocked by Siakam, but it hit the backboard. It's a goaltend. OKC up 10. Yeah, the Indiana Pacers have to hit. They have to hit rock bottom before they come back up. You know, that's how they do it. In the famous words of the philosopher Mike Tyson, hitting rock bottom is beautiful. Caruso Euro step finish. Did he get called for a charge? In the words of the famous philosopher Mike Tyson. Euro. Nembhard kind of leaned in with his shoulder right there. I don't know if that's a charge, man. Hitting rock bottom is beautiful. That's when you get to come back. The comeback story, it's beautiful. Turner, big body in the paint. Bucket over Hartenstein. Steal by McConnell. TJ running a break. One-man show. Dishes it to Mathurin. This is why I couldn't be a broadcaster, man. I say wrong names all the time. Jalen Williams. Caruso, a contested three. We'll take that all day. Oh, my God. Hartenstein, the board over Turner. Can you guys get a rebound? TJ McConnell somehow saved that one. Nembhard, a spin. Almost turns it over. Caruso dove to half court. TJ McConnell, another three. I would have bet my life savings he missed that one. What did happen to Mathurin? Wasn't Mathurin starting last game? Neesmith? Dude, Mathurin's the type of player that gives the 76ers randomly 37 points. Benedict Mathurin is the exact type of player that gives the 76ers a 30-piece off the bench when we shut down everyone else. Like Josh Hart becoming a three-point shooter against us. Look at these reports. These pre-draft reports are getting so annoying, man. Every day they just reword the same thing. This one says, there are multiple teams conducting heavy research on the possibility of trading up with the Sixers. Yeah. Lots of teams are interested in trading up in the draft. That's not a report. Teams are still pondering what the Sixers will do. Also not a report because the draft hasn't happened yet. So, of course, teams are pondering what the Sixers will do. Regardless of what Morey states publicly, some league executives believe trade-back talks could occur before the draft. Some league executives believe trade-back talks could occur before the draft. One executive said a couple of teams behind the Sixers in the draft are doing heavy research on the possibility of moving up to number 3. What exactly does that mean? One executive said a couple of teams are doing heavy research on the possibility of moving up to number 3. First of all, research is like on things that happened in the past. You know, you do research to write a report on something that happened, or to write a book on a historical event. You do research. How do you do research on the possibility of moving up in the draft that hasn't happened yet? What kind of research are they conducting? Call Daryl Morey, ask him if he wants to trade down. That's the only research I could think of. They act like there's a team of people in a library somewhere just sifting through books and articles. Oh, we got to trade up in the draft. More research. More research. Research on players to see if they're worth moving up for. I mean, I think all the research has been done. These are NBA scouts. They watch the whole college season. They know everything about these players. If a team's NBA scouts are researching Ace Bailey 2 weeks before the draft, I don't think they're doing a very good job. If we trade back, I wouldn't go past 5. I actually wouldn't be mad if the Sixers trade back. I'm not going to lie. I would be mad if Ace Bailey turns into a superstar. But I do like Con Kneppel. You know, I like Trey Johnson. I like VJ Edgecombe. I like Maluach. Interviews and off-court stuff. Heavy research, man. So what are they doing? Going and find out how Ace Bailey, how his family life is or something? Off-court stuff? See if he's ever pulled out a switch in a strip club or something like that? After conducting heavy research, we found that Ace Bailey got into a fist fight in 8th grade. Oh, man. Aaron Wiggins for 3. Aaron Wiggins, man, the star of the first half. And now the Thunder on another turnover. TJ McConnell wraps up Jalen Williams. Thunder up 11. What's the magic number for the Pacers to make a comeback? They got to be down at least 15, right? I don't like Khan. He seems bad on defense. Yeah, I mean, every player's not a good defender, you know? I mean, you would like a wing to be 3 and D. I get where you're coming from, but the Sixers are going to need size and defense. That's the thing. We can't keep, you know, drafting 6'3" guards. That's why they got to go Ace, I think. They got to go Ace because he at least right now has the size, the defensive instincts, and the catch and shoot ability right off the rip as a 19-year-old. He has things the Sixers need right now, even before developing into whatever he develops into. You know what I'm saying? I think that's why they just have to. I think it's Ace all day. OKC is up 40-27. Chet Holmgren slam dunk, and it is 42-27. You think OKC said, all right, guys. We were dominating the first game. We let them come back on us. We're not messing around in game 2. Indy has them right where they want them. I don't think Ace is done growing. I don't think so either. Ace Bailey could very well grow. You know what I mean? He could grow 2 or 3 more inches, dude. Everybody on Twitter, at least, you know, acts like they can predict the future, and they're like, this player's not going to be a star. This player's the one that's going to be a star. And I'm like, none of y'all motherfuckers know, dude. None of y'all know shit. None of y'all knew Nikola Jokic was going to be the level of player that he is. None of y'all knew Luka Doncic was going to be the player he is. None of y'all, like, why does everybody act like they know? I've watched, I think, pretty much 20 NBA drafts. Nobody knows who's going to be a star. They said Scoot Henderson would. Exactly. People thought Scoot Henderson was that. Wasn't he a second pick in the draft? Scoot hasn't developed at all yet. Chet's going to develop. Dude, Chet's going to be really, really good when he gains some weight. Yeah, Scoot's gotten better, but he's still, you know, what is it, his 3rd year in the league? We would have 2 legit wings. You're talking about Justin Edwards. Justin Edwards and Ace Bailey. At that point, I'll trade Paul George right now, bro. I'll trade Paul George right now. I'll trade Paul George for a bag of Pringles. I guess Pringles don't come in bags. I'll trade Paul George for a Wawa gift card. Do you see Scoot being a franchise star? I don't know, man. I don't know. I can't call it. He's too short, I think, you know? Isn't he like 6'2"? I just think at that height, you have to have something elite. You have to be an elite shooter, ball handler, facilitator. I don't see that. I don't see that out of Scoot Henderson, man. Maybe I don't watch him enough. Hey, there's Neesmith, and he gets a bucket right away. Why was Neesmith benched the whole first half? Chet pump fakes on a 3, 1 dribble midi. That's that fundamental gang. He missed it. Another turnover for Indiana. Uh-oh. Are they trying to match? Are they trying to match the first half of game 1? SGA top of the key. SGA Matherin. 1-on-1 duel. SGA step back jumper splash. In his grill. How many turnovers? They only have 6 turnovers. Okay, they're doing better than game 1, but they're losing by much more. Hallie. Oh, you got to shoot that, bro. What are you doing? Halliburton dribbles the ball for 17 seconds and then refuses to shoot it and turns it over again. Just take the damn shot. Vincent, I think I agree with you on the Paul George stuff, man. Isn't it just so crazy though? SGA drive, SGA finish, and the foul. Where was the foul? Isn't it just crazy that Paul George plays 74 games for the Clippers, and then the next season he gets hurt 17 times in 40 games? He's not always injured, though. He played 74 games for the Clippers the year before, man. O says Ace is not going to be that good. See? See? NBA scouts should listen to O on YouTube before they draft. Oh, tell those NBA scouts to hit you up, man. You got the answers. Hey, man, we're not taking Ace. We saw O on YouTube. He said he's not going to be good, but we're not taking him. Neesmith puts up a tough one. Missed it. You got to draft him on potential. It doesn't even matter. Aaron Wiggins again. And OKC is up by 21. We have surpassed the magic number of 15. And now Indiana turns it over again. Another Lou Dort steal, I believe. SGA splits the defense. He's fouled by Pascal Siakam. It is a 21-point lead for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Aaron Wiggins hitting hezzy step backs. Bro, they just got a little bit of everything, man. Maybe this is like Miami, Dallas game 2, 2011. Holy shit, bro. That was 14 years ago, and you remember exactly what happened in a specific game? I don't even know where I was in 2011. Well, that's the thing. Ace he could become a star. He could just be a good role player. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Well, just tell me, what do you now I like the conversation, man. What is it about Ace that makes you think he's not going to be one day a star in the league? What is it? What is it about him? I don't know. I think 21's a little too much, man. Jay-Z says none of this matters. Wait until the fourth. Yeah, but they can't be down by 40. Last game, they were at least keeping it, within 10, 15-ish. SGA, All-Star, All-NBA First Team, West Finals MVP, NBA MVP, scoring champ. Here's Halliburton. And we got a moving screen on Turner. Wow. Yeah, this one's hey, Carlisle, you might want to just pack it in at halftime. Call this one what it is. Here's SGA, top of the key, goes left. Double teamed. Nembhard with the steal. Nembhard finish on the other end. Stealing the finish by Nembhard, cuts it to 21. The Thunder have Kenrich Williams in the game. I feel like he didn't play at all last game. So, you know, some people were definitely predicting that they were going to make some lineup changes after last game, try some different things. Aaron Wiggins for 3 again, finally missed. I feel like Kenrich Williams didn't play last game. I could be wrong. How did they keep that in bounds? And it is a backcourt. It is a backcourt. Do you think Nick Nurse could mess up Ace's development? Nah, because a player with Ace's talent, bro. Nah. I don't, dude, listen, I don't really give that much credit to coaches for player development. I think a player either has it or they don't, man. Like Tyrese Maxey develops because every offseason, he went in and said, what do I need to work on? And he put in the work. You know, like I just feel like a player gets better by being self-aware, knowing what they need to work on, and going and working on it. I just don't really think a coach has that much to do with it. I understand you need playing time to develop in the NBA, but like, you know, Kobe Bryant hardly got any playing time his rookie season. You know? Exactly. Glenn Rivers told Maxey he needed to play more like Rondo. Did he do that? Absolutely not. $52-34. Caruso. SGA again, another double team poked away by Nembhard. Out of bounds. Ace won't become a star because of lack of ball handling, playmaking, and I don't know if he has the frame to get strong enough. Solid take. I'm not going to argue with that. Solid take. He's definitely not much of a playmaker. Not much of a ball handler yet. And I mean, you know, I think people said Kevin Durant's lack of strength would be an issue, and you saw how that turned out. Jalen Williams for 3. It's off. Indiana making a little bit of a run here. Neesmith catch and shoot. That's a big one. He hit it. He hit it. It is a 13-point game, ladies and gentlemen. Just like that. It's down to 13. If they have another comeback win, just crazy. Durant was tall. Well, I mean, yeah, Durant was definitely better at this age than Ace is. Durant was a freak in college and was a unanimous number 1 pick in the draft. Was he the number 1 pick in the draft? Durant? I don't even know what year that was, bro. But I remember he won a national title with Texas, right? It averaged like 27 and 15 or something. Greg Oden went first. Wow. Wow. Forgot about that. I remember when they used to put Greg Oden's games on ESPN, man. And it was off of they were trying to, it was like an ESPN thing. It felt like ESPN was trying to hype up Greg Oden the same way they hyped up LeBron James, because when LeBron was so hyped up in like 2003-ish, they were playing his high school games on ESPN. And then I remember seeing Greg Oden's games on ESPN too, and I was like, damn, this dude's this good? Yeah, his knees said, not so fast, partner. Not so fast. Siakam drives right. I think SGA got another bucket. Siakam misses that one. A lot of contact, no call. And now Caruso for three. And it is good. And so OKC calls a timeout and goes on a 5-0 run immediately. So that's what you would call a good timeout. And now Nembhard turns it over. Damn. Caruso another three. Got too much dip on your chip there. Caruso. You know? Siakam ISO on the left side. Pump fake. A swipe by Kaysen Wallace. It was called a foul. Siakam going to the free throw line. Will Paul George return to 76ers next season because he's my idol? Mitch Kofsky, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? How's everything going? How's the YouTube channel? How's life? Brother said Paul George is his idol, man. Of all the people in the world to idolize. .124 left. OKC has the lead back up to 17. Jalen Williams drive. Jalen Williams lay in. Maxey and a 28 pick for Jaylen Brown. No thanks. Neesmith for three. Looked like he got tackled. No call? What in the world? SGA mid-range. He missed it. Siakam slaps the rebound away from Chet. Siakam, Neesmith in the paint. Blocked by SGA, and he flexes on him. Flex on him. Siakam step back top of the key. Short. Flex on him. Halliburton left side. Halliburton ISO. He drives to the middle of the floor and chucks a three from the right wing. That's a horrible possession. Siakam the offensive rebound. 8 seconds. Does Siakam know how much time is on the clock this time? Neesmith drives, draws a foul. With 4 seconds left. I mean Nembhard. I said Neesmith. Where's KD going? Spurs or Minnesota? KD is going to the Houston Rockets. Kevin Durant's going to the Houston Rockets. Giannis Antetokounmpo is going to the San Antonio Spurs. That is what's happening. Write it down and save it. That is what's happening. Indiana, a turnover. Nembhard at the buzzer, and he airballed it. Yikes. You could see KD being traded for Cat to New York. I don't know, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kevin Durant is still very good, but does he really help the Knicks' ultimate issues? I don't think he helps the Knicks fix their actual issues. Maxey, Paul George, and number 3, and the Clippers pick for Kevin Durant and Booker. Whew. That's a lot, man. That's a lot. Maxey, number 3, and the unprotected Clippers pick for Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. I mean, you get rid of Paul George's contract. I love Tyrese Maxey, but I think Jared McCain is going to be a legitimate superstar in the NBA. Do I trade Maxey to pair Jared McCain and Devin Booker? Nah, I gotta see some things yet, man. I gotta see some things yet, man. I need more time. I need more time. I need more time with Maxey, McCain. I need to see more. Not trading number 3 pick for a 37-year-old and a weirdo. I mean, you could be a weirdo if you're really good at basketball. I don't care if you're a weirdo. How's Booker a weirdo? Jared McCain is too feminine and zesty to be a superstar. That makes no sense at all. That kid gave the best defense in the league last year, 35-10, with painted nails, dancing all over the court. I don't care. That kid will give you straight buckets and go home and put a bonnet on, bro. He'll give you straight buckets. He walks into the arena dressed like somebody's grandmother and gets on the court and just gives people straight buckets. That dude will dress like your grandma, knit you a quilt, bake you some cookies, paint his nails, and go out there and drop 40. It just does not matter. I actually enjoy it because I think it's hilarious. I think it's even just more disrespectful when somebody gives you 35-10 and he's wearing like a sweater, knitting a scarf on his day off. Like, I think it's that more disrespectful to give people buckets when you go home and paint your nails in a bubble bath. Yeah, exactly. Dennis Rodman was beyond zest. I wouldn't even call that zest, bro. That guy was wearing a wedding dress. Dennis Rodman wore a wedding dress in his own wedding. I wouldn't even call Dennis Rodman zest, bro. That was straight freak off stuff or drugs. Zesty guards have not looked good in the playoffs. Did you see Jalen Green's? So now we're just comparing guys based on if they paint their nails or not. Like there's NBA players and then there's NBA players who paint their nails, and we're like, listen, the ones who paint their nails aren't good because Jalen Green sucks. Oh, you guys, man. Anyway, the real question is, do the Indiana Pacers come back and win this game? And the answer is, this stream is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook.
Sixers fans, we may never be in the NBA Finals, but we're still getting in on the action. The MVP of the league, SGA, versus the most clutch player in the playoffs this year, Tyrese Halliburton. I'm hype. And that's why I've teamed up with DraftKings to make this moment even bigger. Right now, new customers bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll score $300 in bonus bets. That's right, bet $5, get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use my promo code RUNITBACK when you sign up. Want more? Drop those bonus bets on DraftKings same game parlays for a shot at a massive payout by combining bets from the same game, or feel the rush with live betting. Wager on the action as it unfolds. If sports betting isn't in your state yet, check out DraftKings Pick 6 for a chance to win cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app today and use promo code RUNITBACK. Bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if your bet wins. The court is calling and the crown is yours.
Will the Pacers come back and win this game? What you guys think, man? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Anyone watch Danny Wolf highlights? I did watch some Danny Wolf highlights, actually. I think you might have been the one to tell me that, bro. I think you might have been the one to tell me to watch Danny Wolf highlights. It's just hard to tell, you know what I mean? It's hard to tell what translates to the NBA. What would you say Danny Wolf's comp is? I was saying, I think I was saying Frank Kaminsky. Frank the Tank. Ryan Kalkbrenner and Maxine Reynaud. They are ready to start at center right now, you said. See, I think even that's a bold statement, man. Kelly Olynyk, that's a good comparison. I think that's a bold statement to say a player who's not in the top of the draft is ready to start at center right now. You know what I'm saying? And Kalkbrenner is a wild name. Let's see. Well, Ryan Kalkbrenner goes off for 49 points in Creighton's 99-86 win. Played for Creighton. That is the school of the legend, Kyle Korver. You guys know Kyle Korver still has the highest three-point percentage in a single season in NBA history at 50.4%. Ryan Kalkbrenner. Yeah, I mean, see what I mean, bro? Like, yeah, he's got size and skill, but who the freak is he playing against? This team's called UTRGV, bro. What is that? He dropped 49 because they don't have a center. They left him wide open from three. There he is under the rim again. No center. Dude, he's like Wilt Chamberlain against these bum teams. He is big and has a lot of skill. I'll give you that. But does it translate to the NBA when you're playing other very skilled, or at least guys with size that can match your size? A little Brook Lopez, if you will. Ryan Kalkbrenner. What do you guys think about that? Little Brooke Lopez? Dude, he has a lot of Brooke Lopez, man. That turnaround hook looks like Brooke Lopez. I don't hate that. I don't hate that. I don't hate that take. Kalkbrenner in the second round. Who else you say? Maxine Reynaud. That's another wild name, man. Let's check him out. 29-3, Maxime. It's actually Maxime with an M. Or Maxim? Oh, no. Oh, what do I got? Highlights from a draft combine game? I'm watching highlights from the NBA draft combine? No thanks. I guess, I mean, what's the difference between a draft combine and a college game? Pretty much nothing. Maxim Reynaud. Looks just like the other guy, man. Tall white guy with some skill. Damn, dude. Baseline punch. Dude, this Maxim Reynaud guy's got some power dunks. Oh, damn. This dude can jump a little bit. He's like a white Blake Griffin. Steel fast break windmill? Yo, what? This dude's a 7-foot white man with hops like this? This guy might be a steal in the second round, man. Blake Griffin is a white Blake Griffin. No, he's half. He's half, man. You guys ever see that Kevin Hart, Blake Griffin interview, or where he's like, what is it, where they're in a cold plunge and he interviews people? And Kevin Hart was like, so how did this happen? And he was like, my dad was black and my mom was white with red hair. That's what happened. I mean, I don't put too much on wingspan and height and everything, you know? Does that matter a whole lot? Like Bol has a crazy standing reach wingspan. Is that guy even playable in the NBA? Bol. I'm pretty sure Bol and Chet Holmgren are the only two players with a 9.5 standing reach. Who has the highest standing reach in the NBA? Taco Fall. Well, that doesn't count. But that's kind of my point. That kind of adds to my point. A guy with a crazy wingspan doesn't really mean that he can play in the NBA. You know what I mean? Highest standing reach NBA. The NBA player with the highest standing reach is Mark Williams. What? Mark Williams has a higher standing reach than Victor Wembanyama. Mark Williams? I didn't think he was that tall. That's last year's draft, I think. Standing reach. Draft combine. Donovan Clingan last year. 9.7 standing reach. Zach Edey 9.7. Khalil Ware 9.4. 25-26. Rocco Zakarski had the highest standing reach this year in the draft combine. Number 2 was Kama Maluach. Rocco Zakarski. Who is that? Your boy Kalkbrenner was number 3, though, with a 9'4" standing reach. And there's Hansen Yang. And there's Maxim Reynaud with a 9'2" standing reach. Rocco Zakarski. Gobert standing reach is 9'7". All right, second half. Here we go. Do the Indiana Pacers make a comeback? Do the Pacers make a comeback? Nemhard. We got a foul call already. 12 seconds into the second half. Pacers assistant coach Jim Boylan. (59-41). All Indiana needs to do is get it down to 15 by the fourth quarter, and they can win the game. Turner, tough takeover. Chet called a foul. Crowd didn't like it. Miles Turner to the free throw line. They have a French point guard going 6th on NBA draft. His comp is Killian Hayes. Yeah, it's Jeremiah Fears, right? You got to just draft on potential, man. Nothing else you can do. It's a crapshoot. He's French. What's his name? And why is he number 6 on the draft board? (59-42). Chet, top of the key, trying to get revenge. Spin left. Blocked by Turner, I think. Turner's limping a little bit. Halliburton back to Turner, top of the key 3. Got to make those. Missed it. I don't know, guys. That Indiana comeback in game 1, it felt a little magic. You know, it just doesn't feel sustainable. It doesn't feel like it can actually be consistent. But I feel like people have been saying this about the Pacers the entire playoffs, and here they are in the NBA Finals. So, what do I know? Yeah, there you go, Jay-Z. Exactly. I agree with you. SGA, top of the key. Splits a defense. Jalen Williams in the corner. Splash. Halliburton has 3 points in the first half. Another game where Halliburton's kind of a no-show in the first half. Turner, turnaround, pump fake, draws another foul on Chet. If he gets Chet in foul trouble, they might be cooking up something. If they get Chet in foul trouble, they might be cooking up something. SGA's too good, man. He can do a little bit of everything, man. He's just that well-rounded. Split a defense around a screen. Drive and hit a skip pass into the corner. Man, he can just do a little bit of everything, man. And big enough to defend. Is SGA the perfect point guard, man? He really is the perfect point guard, isn't he? 6'6", can hold his own on the defensive end and can do literally everything on the offensive end. Vincent says SGA can't pass. Literally 1 second after he splits a double team and hits a skip pass into the corner. Come on, bro. What are you talking about? You just saw it. You just witnessed it. Not passing a lot doesn't mean he can't pass. He's a scorer first, that's for sure. There's another step back midi. But being a dominant scorer because you can score at that level doesn't mean you can't pass if you want to. He's more of a shooting guard. I don't know. I disagree with your takes on SGA. I don't understand what you're saying. He controls the whole offense. He's a facilitator, but he just happens to be an incredible scorer on all three levels. $66-49. Yeah, Indiana needs, dude, they need Halliburton to do something. SGA draws another foul. This one on Nemhard. SGA back to the free throw line. That's like Greg was telling me that, you know, that some people tell me that Jared McCain's not a playmaker. And I'm like, bro, just because he's a really good scorer doesn't mean he's not a point guard. I think Jared McCain's a really good point guard. Some point guards are more pass first, probably because they can't score at this level. You want the perfect point guard to average more than 5 assists per game. Yeah, but he's scoring the whole game because he's that good. Harden averaged 35 and 10. And where did he go? To the NBA Finals? Nope. Do we want box score, no finals? Or do we want finals? So Harden was the perfect point guard because he averaged 10 assists but couldn't get to the NBA Finals. SGA is in the NBA Finals, but he's not a perfect point guard because he doesn't pass as good as Harden did. Come on, man. 68-49. I think I'm winning this argument, Vince. I think I'm crushing you in this argument, man. SGA on the wing. Over to Williams again. He missed it. Oh, no, I think McCain's coming back. I think McCain's coming back like he never left, man. 68-50. All right, Indiana got it down to 17. We magic number is 15. The magic number is 15. You took Indiana spread. What was the spread? SGA step back 3, missed it. What was the spread? Neesmith for 3. Splash! We're back in business, boys. Indiana has it down to 14. Could McCain ascend to Garland type production? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Different player, different type. I mean, just not the same. Not really the same player at all, but Garland has a much more lightning quick handle and first step, I think, man. McCain's just so like squared and fundamental the way that he plays. He doesn't have the pizzazz that Garland has. Garland has style points. Spread is 16.5 right now. What was the spread when the game started? 11.5. .5 spread it was. Can the Pacers cover the spread at least? What are you doing, man? Come on. Say hi to the people. Say hi. Say hi to the people. This is Bonnie the cat, everyone. No, don't climb on the desk. You don't gotta be the star of the show like that. You're gonna step on my keyboard and everything. McCain in the 3-point contest. That'd be cool. How do you feel about the Sixers' final chances next year if Embiid stays healthy? Every year Embiid's healthy, they got a chance, man. Every year Embiid's healthy, they got a chance. No, you're putting your butt in the screen. Have some respect. Have some dignity. Give you a little bit of screen time, and right away you're twerking. Oh my God. People don't want to see that. This is a family show. Yeah, I mean, anytime Embiid's healthy, the Sixers are a contender. It just is what it is. He's that good. And we're talking about healthy. If we're talking about MVP level play, yeah. If Joel's healthy, if you're calling healthy his MVP level play from just 2 seasons ago, then yeah, they have a chance. He's that good. But the chances of him getting back to that, unfortunately, it's hard to imagine. Jalen Williams misses a free throw. Vincent, what in the world is that comment, bro? 69-54. Nemhard underneath. Assist from Miles Turner. It's a 13-point game. Hartenstein, same exact play on the other end. High-low, Hartenstein to Caruso. And now Hartenstein, a steal from behind. Dives for the loose ball. SGA running. Caruso slows it down. Back out to SGA. SGA gets double teamed. They swing it around to Caruso. And he hits a three. That is what I would call perfect basketball. Halliburton, Turner, elbow jumper. Got it. 16-point game. SGA, another jumper around the free throw line. Halliburton, Turner, pump fake, spin. Good defense by Hartenstein right there. Get back on his feet. Siakam fouled by Caruso. Hey, I just drank a Celsius too, man. Celsius for the win, bro. I've been kind of sick for a couple of days though, so it didn't help me that much. Caruso corner three. Bang. Siakam hits the first. Siakam is 3 for 10, and we're going to need you to start shooting a little better. Siakam, the second free throw. Got it. Sam Presti's up there taking notes, man. Guy never stops, man. Guy never stops. Look at the team he put together, man. SGA splits another double team. Aaron Wiggins. Oh my God, bro. Aaron Wiggins. OKC back up 19. Another Aaron Wiggins three. Look at SGA making all the right passes all over the court, Vincent. You see what I'm saying, man? They wanted a review on that, bro. Somebody said review. Every single foul call, players go like this. Review that. Review that. It was a foul, man. It's fine. We don't have to review everything. Siakam, another one. Hits his last 4 free throws. 17-point game. SGA across half court. Here's the SGA Aaron Wiggins 2-man game again. As soon as they bring the double, he's dishing it. Yep, there it is again. I called it, but he threw it away. Instead of shooting it, he threw it away, but I called the play exactly. Halliburton. Obi Toppin is back in the game. Andrew Nembhard drive, pump fake. Nobody wants to shoot the ball. He got SGA to jump on a pump fake and passed it again, man. Shoot the damn ball, man. Presti's trying to trade up into the lottery. That's crazy. Halliburton for 3, back of the rim, man. Halliburton is stinking up the joint. Halliburton is stinking up the joint, man. Referees say that ball is off of Indiana. Or no, they said it off OKC. Indiana keeps the rock. 79-62. Shepherd is in the game. Halliburton. Kick out to Obi Toppin. Catch and shoot 3 for Obi Toppin. Missed it. I don't know, guys. I'm not seeing it this game, but I wasn't seeing it last game either, so. SGA trying to foul bait that time. No call. It's so obvious when he tries to do it. It's funny to me. The little bump and run. He tries to lean in and throw up a prayer, and they're like, nah, we ain't calling that. Halliburton, a floater, after he too tried to exaggerate for a foul call. Referees refusing to call the BS. I like it. Jalen Williams down the lane, and then they call that? How did Nembhard keep that alive off of 1 foot? Jalen Williams at the free throw line. Time is ticking for Indiana. Time is ticking. $80-64. TJ McConnell's in the game. Halliburton right side. Hezzy stripped from behind by SGA, and he's going to run the fast break all on himself. Obi Toppin fouled him all the way down the floor. They say no shot? SGA's yelling at Gucci Mane. What a steal from SGA. Gets fouled all the way down the court. There's no way they said no shot, right? What was he yelling at the ref for? You got the call? Dude, now NBA players yell at the refs even after they get the call. What do you want the ref to do? He fouled me too many times. Kick him out of the game. What if Embiid can't play anymore and gets a medical retirement? Can we outright buy a player? Yeah, that would clear about $50 million in cap space. It would, but I don't know, man. We're getting close to probably hearing something, because it was what? They said Embiid had successful surgery. Right, and I guess successful just means that he survived. Because if you have surgery and then 6 months later you have knee swelling, then it wasn't a successful surgery. But when they do surgery and then he comes out of the surgery room alive, they're like, he had successful surgery. I'm like, well, we don't know if it's successful yet. You know? That's like when I got my brakes replaced in my old Honda Element, and then I drove it for 2 weeks and they locked up again. You know what I mean? It was successful brake change, but did it work? But anyway, they said 6 weeks. They said 6 weeks, and it's been 8 weeks, I think. I'm moving on without him and Paul George. Well, you can't, bro. They are signed until 2028. It's true, man. Successful means he survived. What else is successful surgery, you know? Game 1, Hartenstein pulled Mathurin arm and had coach challenge it. Lost the challenge because it was obviously a foul, and Hartenstein still kept talking to Mathurin saying it wasn't a foul. Oh. Yeah, dude, know him. According to NBA players, they have never committed a foul. None of them. Maybe around the draft we'll get an Embiid update. Maybe, man. It's going to be interesting because last season, the ownership group lied to the fans. They flat out lied to the fans, man. And I would say they got away with it, but they didn't. The fans stopped showing up. Dude, the ticket prices went down to $1. You know? So I would say they lied to the fans and got away with it, but they didn't. I guess they got away with it because they sold all the season tickets, and the season ticket holders got screwed because the resale value tanked and they couldn't resell the tickets for anything close to what they paid for them. So I guess they got away with it. But this upcoming season, bro, they're going to have to tell everybody, Joel Embiid's definitely healthy. Please renew your season tickets. I just don't see how the fan base still trusts him. I don't see how season ticket holders are still excited to pay for season tickets this year. SGA, the second free throw. Got it. What are we at here? What's the score? 83-64. OKC back up 19. Time is ticking for the Indiana Pacers. Nesmith for 3. Got it. Remember how crazy Nesmith went against the Knicks in that comeback? SGA, Mathurin playing tough defense gets called for a foul. I mean, I don't like that call. I guess you're right. People are excited to watch Maxie McCain and a new draft pick. I guess you're right. I guess you're right. 84-67. $85-67. TJ McConnell in the game. I mean, who for Indiana is really gonna lead the comeback? Like, I feel like the comeback last game was basically Nembhard was controlling the game the whole fourth quarter. Nesmith drive, kick out. Obi Toppin, a really tough three. It was blocked by Williams or Chet. And now Chet down to Williams. Kenrich Williams tries to dunk on somebody. Gets rejected like a prom date. Oh, he put his hand in the rim. Does it count or not count? Did they call it? No, they didn't call it. Wow. Kenrich Williams been on this team for like 40 years, bro. Way back during the tank years, he was out there. He's like the Robert Covington of the Thunder. He survived the tank. TJ McConnell mid-range. 18-point game. Who else is watching the LA riots at the same time? What are they rioting? I haven't seen a riot for a couple years, man. What's the riot about? SGA turnaround jumper. Been a while since we had a solid riot. Caruso fouled. They burned 7 cars. Who? Who's rioting? You didn't answer the question. I know what a riot is. Burning cars is part of it. TJ. Over to Neesmith. Another 3 for Neesmith. $89-72. I'll tell you one thing. If Embiid's not healthy this upcoming season, Philly's going to riot. SGA missed the 3. Neesmith the rebound. TJ running. TJ McConnell bringing the energy. Now he brings it back out. Mathurin wants an ISO on Chet. I don't know if that's a good idea. Neesmith. Dude, the Pacers are just playing playground ball right now. And Thomas Bryant draws a foul. Pacers straight playing playground ball, man. ISO pass, driving kick. If they get it down to 14, it's over. You think so? What's it at right now? 89-73. SGA, Hartenstein lob to Chet. Wow. What a play that is, man. First of all, I didn't even think Hartenstein and Chet could play together in the same lineup. Does OKC do this all the time? The high-low Hartenstein to Chet lob. That's crazy. That's crazy. Who's stopping that? Who's stopping that? Hartenstein's nice, man. The Knicks should have paid him. Knicks should have paid him, then they wouldn't have had to trade for Cat. Mathurin misses. Did he miss both? Who says you can't play two bigs in the NBA? Who says? Chet for 3 on an offensive rebound. Missed it. Mather in the rebound. Another steal from behind from SGA. And now TJ McConnell plucks one away, but Chet comes up with it. Chet tries to go behind the back, and he draws a foul. Knicks weren't allowed to pay Hartenstein per CBA. What do you mean per CBA? You mean salary cap? Here comes Halliburton. What's he have? 6 points? Halliburton really has 5 freaking points in this game. Bro, Indiana can't keep playing like shit if they want to survive this series. They were not allowed to pay him $16 million a year. Are you saying they didn't have the cap space to pay him $16 million? I mean, just not allowed is just an interesting way to put it. Neesmith blocked by Cason Wallace. 19-point game. We said they had to have it down to 15 to start the fourth. And well, guys, 19 is not 15. I know that much. Neesmith, a prayer, no good. It is a 19-point lead for OKC going into the fourth. If they come back and win this one, then I believe the Indiana Pacers will never lose another game in the history of their franchise. They had the cap space to pay Hartenstein, but the CBA said you can only pay a player a certain amount if you don't have his bird rights. That is the cap space. Bird rights allows you to sign a player and have it not affect the salary cap. Meaning, the money they wanted to pay him put them over the cap. But if they had his bird rights, they would have been allowed to pay him that money because they would have been allowed to go over the cap with his bird rights. So that's still saying that they didn't have the cap space. Because if you have the cap space to sign a guy, you don't need his bird rights. If he got $16 million a year and they had the cap space, nothing stops you from giving him that money. You only need his bird rights if signing him takes you over the salary cap. So we're still not making sense to me. It's still not making sense to me, man. Why couldn't... I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying I'm personally confused. Maybe I'm stupid. Why couldn't the Knicks pay Hartenstein? Couldn't pay Isaiah Hartenstein the contract that would have allowed him to stay due to a quirk in the NBA's collective bargaining agreement. This rule, combined with the fact that the Knicks only had Hartenstein's early bird rights, limited the maximum offer they could make to $72 million over 4 years. Because the Knicks had only early bird rights on Hartenstein, they were restricted in the amount they could offer him in a new contract. What is early bird rights? So then, in that case, the bird rights worked against you, which is kind of counterintuitive. Because bird rights are supposed to benefit you. So because they had his early bird rights, they could only pay him $72 million. Allows the team to re-sign their own free agent after they have been with the team for 2 consecutive seasons. This right allows the team to offer a contract with a first-year salary that is up to 175% of the player's previous year's salary, or 105% of the league's average salary, whichever is greater. So the idea is that it allows you to match any offer, but only up to a certain amount. And so, yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. They were allowed to match an offer up to only 175% of his previous salary. I mean, it kind of has to do with his old contract. It's only allowed to be 175% of what he made on his last contract. So the early bird rights are like, it's like a restriction where they get dibs, but not if it's over 175% of his previous salary. But then you should be able to waive bird rights then. You know what I mean? Because that's working against you. Oh, cool, you gave me bird rights, but it works against me because I can't pay him a certain amount of money. That's weird. And OKC is up by 21. Yeah, if the player overperforms, the current team gets screwed. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Why is there a limit on how much you can pay him? Either if it's bird rights, it's bird rights. That's stupid. All right, it is a 21-point game. 11 minutes left. At what point should I turn off this stream? Like, at what point is it completely out of reach? Hallie only attempting 7 shots in a finals game. Isn't that like when they were up 2-0 in the New York Knicks? The next game he only shot like 5 shot attempts? I don't know, bro. Sounds a little fishy to me. Turner down the lane. Holy tomahawk slam over Hartenstein, and he screams. But I mean, you're down. You're still down 19. You know. That was a crazy dunk, though. I like that. Turner with the dunk to cut the lead to 49. And now the Indiana Pacers can't get a rebound. Aaron Wiggins wide open 3 splash. 22-point game. Cason Wallace. Aaron Wiggins again. Oh, he airballed that one. Little heat check. Little heat check that time. Oh, 22-point game. Will Eastwood fall asleep on stream? Stay tuned to find out. Man, I've been sick for a couple days, man. It's Caruso for 3. Missed it. Another offensive rebound for the Thunder. Caruso finishes, but a foul was called on the floor. You never know with Indiana, man. You never know. You just never know. They didn't count that. That's crazy. Caruso and Siakam getting a little physical. Oh, Hartenstein blocked by Turner. Can the Pacers come up with the ball? My God, this looks like a Sixers fourth quarter, man. Every single rebound, and then they drop it out of bounds. Every single rebound and loose ball goes to OKC. It's like they oiled up the ball with the Diddy oil, man. They got Diddy oil on the ball. Halliburton, another floater. A 20-point game, and Gucci Mane calls a foul on Siakam. Then he told him to shut up. Caruso under the basket. Wow, he got that call? How you foul Caruso under the rim when he's shooting the ball behind his head? Come on, man. The guy's a foot shorter than you, and he throws the ball behind his head, and you foul him. Come on, man. If we were to trade the third pick, who would you want most for it? I want to trade Paul George and the third pick for Kevin Durant. I know it sounds crazy. But get off the Paul George contract and give me Kevin Durant for 2 years. Why not? Why are we saying no to that? I need to know why you don't want that to happen. How is that crazy? I mean, it still matters if Joel's healthy or not. I still need to know if Joel's healthy. If Joel's not healthy, I'm not doing anything. If Embiid's healthy and I can replace Paul George with Kevin Durant, see, you said because we aren't winning now. You're telling me a healthy Kevin Durant and Joel Embiid can't win a championship? Is that what you're saying to me? That's not the question. I said if Embiid is healthy, I'm trading the third pick and Paul George for Kevin Durant. You can't say no because he's not healthy. I'm doing the hypothetical. See, I'm tricking you. See, I'm pulling a fast one on you. Not in a 2-year window. Well, that's all you got with Embiid anyway, is a 2-year window. Maxey, Durant, and Embiid healthy wins a championship, man. I only say that because, I think it's going to take Ace Bailey 3, 4, 5 years to really become what I think he can become. And if I can watch championship level basketball for the next 2 or 3 years, I'll do that. But if Embiid will get injured in the second round again. All right, so you're saying you wouldn't do it. Even if Embiid is healthy, you don't trust that he'll stay healthy, and you're not going to take a gamble on him staying healthy. Okay. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that at all. Joel Embiid getting hurt all the time is a very valid reason to not try to win with him or try to make a move like that. But the Sixers aren't giving up on Embiid because he's under contract. So, but I get what you're saying. It's a risky move for a guy that is never healthy. KD isn't worth the third pick. For a team that's close to a championship, I think he is. I think he is worth the third pick because I think picks 3 to 6 or 3 to 7 are players that need development time, could become NBA superstars, could not become NBA. I think he's not worth number 1 or 2. But I think 3 to 7 is a little bit of a toss-up. That's what I think. Dude, I think Durant's going to play. I think Durant will play till over 40. Especially because, dude, Danny, you said Durant might pull LeBron and play till he's 40. I think Durant, if he stays healthy, plays past 40 because LeBron got into other ventures, you know what I mean, as he got older. Still played to 40, but kind of seems like he doesn't really care anymore. Kevin Durant just loves hoop. It's like he never wants to do anything else. You know what I mean? I think if Kevin Durant's healthy, he's going to play until God tells him he can't play. If he can go out there and lace him up at 44, I think he's going to do it. But yeah, you get to that age, man, the ACLs become scary. I'm 39, man. I feel amazing. I feel great. Well, I'm sick right now, but overall, I feel amazing because I eat good and I stay in shape. But even me, man, when I play basketball, I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know what my ACLs look like. All it takes is that one plant and turn, and that shit, pow, snap, crackle, and pop. The truth is, I turned 39 this year. I feel like I'm 25 until I drink alcohol, man. That's the only difference. The only difference is I can't drink like I used to, not even close. Not even 1%. My hangovers at 39 are the worst thing imaginable. Like, I don't want to exist for about 2.5 days. Mal, that's where I'm at now, bro. I've cut it down over the years so much. I'm at like 3 or 4 high noons, man. 3 or 4 something light, and I'm out. But I can't like party anymore. You know what I mean? I don't want to be taking shots and all this shit. I'll have a couple something light. That's it. Or else I'll wake up the next morning and nothing's getting done. 107 to 85. Seltzers are really the only thing I drink anymore, man, because it's mad chill. I don't get too crazy. I don't get hungover. you know. I'm on the seltzers. I'm a high noon guy now. No, I can't drink whiskey, man. I can't handle it. Vodka, whiskey, none of that. I can't drink liquor. Voodoo Rangers. I love IPAs, but I can't, one and done on the IPAs, man. Too strong. All right. Indiana down 21 with 6 minutes left. This would easily be the biggest comeback in NBA Finals history. SGA top of the key. Step back. Splash. Last time I was at a Sixers game, I was drinking those Voodoo Rangers, man. Things are way too strong. But when they say $8 for a Bud Light, $9 for Voodoo Ranger, I'm like, one more dollar and I get the strong stuff. You know what I mean? So it tricks me into drinking the strong stuff. Yeah, I think this game's over, man. All right, we're back to 20. 5:57 left. What's up, Shane? SGA draws another foul. Story of the 2025 NBA season. Hey, look, the first finals team since the 2019 Raptors to have 5 players in double figures. You don't think Indy wins another game? Yeah, when your first dub is on a magical comeback. Halliburton needs to find a way to show up the first 3 quarters, man. Call him a superstar all you want. You can be clutch. It doesn't make you a superstar, you know? You can be a third option and be clutch, you know? How many points do you have? I think 7 or 9. Well, that was a travel. Wow, tough finish by Mathurin right there. Robert Orr, it was clutch. Exactly. Good take. It is funny they called people box score watchers, and it was now it's kind of like, yeah, this is why people watch the box score, because they were like, yeah, you showed up in the last 30 seconds, but you know, you kind of stunk up the joint. You're not going to win many games only showing up the last 30 seconds. There, Halliburton hits a 3. Uh-oh. Did we call it too soon? 17-point game. Halliburton has 12 in the 4th. I didn't even realize that. I thought he still had like 7 or 9 points. Cut it down to 17. 4 minutes left. Uh-oh. The Pacers have the Thunder right where they want them. Right where they want them. Right where they want them. They need it down to 10 by the 2-minute mark. I don't know, man. Didn't they score 14 against the Knicks in like, that was over 2 minutes. They scored 7 against the Knicks in 40 seconds. If it happens this time, I don't know what to say. This Caitlin Clark from the logo commercial is funny. Bet the house on it. Bet the house on this comeback, man. What's a good Xbox game to play that's underrated? Underrated. One of my favorite games of all time was Assassin's Creed Origins. I feel like that game was underrated. Or maybe it was popular at the time, but I missed it and I just played it a couple years ago. Assassin's Creed Origins, man, that was a good one. The last game that I really got addicted to was Cyberpunk on PS5. Cyberpunk was an amazing game. Fallout New Vegas. I never played it. I never played Fallout, but Fallout New Vegas is the one that people always say is like one of the best RPGs of all time. Fallout 4 was great. I played Fallout 4. That was like really popular when it came out. But if you never played New Vegas, apparently that's one of the best RPGs ever. I would say that's not underrated. That's a game that everyone kind of talks good about. Grand Theft Auto 3, you should play that. SGA in the lane. Right hand finish and one. Uh-oh. And Indiana has put in the coach's son. So I think this game's over. All right, boys. It's been real. Thank you for hanging out. Don't forget to use my promo code on DraftKings when you bet on the next spread. Game 3. But I haven't been feeling like shit, so I'm calling it. TJ McConnell reverse layup. Cuts it to 18. I'll be live tomorrow, probably at 12, finding something Sixers related to talk about. See you guys there. Thanks for hanging out.